Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Thursday, and you know exactly what that means. It is time for another Thursday night throwdown as we continue our Bottled and Bond tournament. We are in round 6 of 8, and then we'll get into the quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship. We've had several. You can go back and watch them. I'm not going to list them all right now. But today's matchup, Glass 1, Glass 2, is the Jack Daniel's Bonded Tennessee Whiskey. This won Whiskey of the Year from Whiskey Advocate, I think maybe 3-ish years ago. Something like that when it first came out. This one is, they have another bonded as well. They're triple mash, which is bonded, which is a blend of Tennessee whiskey, their malt whiskey, and their rye whiskey. This is just the Tennessee whiskey. Does not give a specific age statement, but of course we know that it is at least 4 years old and at that 100 proof, like our all bottled and bonds. This is also, or not also, but this is a Kentucky straight rye whiskey from Wilderness Trail. That was kind of weak. Again, same requirements, except this is a straight rye. Does not also give me age statement, excuse me. But it does say a Wilderness Trail is sweet mashed as opposed to sour mash. That means batch specific, so I do like that kind of stuff. So we shall see which one of these will come out on top. Of course, Jack Daniel's being the big name, that's what everybody knows right there. Probably the most recognizable name and bottle shape for Old Number 7, at least, of any whiskey in the world. And so very known, recognizable, branding, all of that kind of good stuff. Wilderness Trail, not so much. Great distillery, doing great things there in Kentucky, but definitely doesn't have the size, the scope, or the name of a Jack Daniel's. But let's see how they fare in relation to one another in this particular setting. All right, you know how it is. First of all, go into the nose. It's dusty, some sawdust there. Get a little bit of sweet note, a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice leads me to believe that it could already be this one, but I don't know for sure, obviously. It does have a sweet nose with a hint of that spice, little dusty note to it. Got some nice legs already developing there. All right, this one here. Little sweeter. Still get a little bit of that dusty note to it. Maybe a little bit more fruit on it. Also has some nice legs developing, but let's go into the palate. It's got really nice legs. It's balanced. It's sweet. There's a little spice. There's a little fruit coming through. Might even get a hint of banana, which makes me almost flip and change my mind, because Jack Daniel's for me definitely has a palate point that does bring out some banana notes, seems like, always. It's good. Let's go to this guy here. Slightly lighter mouthfeel. Do get some rice spice in there. I get some like apple, like some green apple notes in there. Don't get a ton actually on either one of those like vanillas and caramels, not overwhelmingly like we would get on a lot of times. Again, a little lighter mouthfeel, but that doesn't mean it's not a good mouthfeel. go back in and see what we got here. Green apple, pear, some clove. I'm picking up on those like green fruits and spice notes on this one is what's really coming through on the palate once we kind of get into it. And finally, one more time on this guy. Much sweeter. A little bit more full mouthfeel, full body. Also delicious. I do get a little bit of that more ripe fruit, like a banana. I think these are set up where they are. I think. But again, that's not the point. I like to guess and see if I can figure them out. But the point here is which one in this moment tastes better. Which one do I prefer? Mouthfeel, taste, nose, all of those good things. That's what the winner is about, not about branding or if I can figure it out. I like the nose here. It's got good flavor over here too. This one's just got a little bit more mouthfeel, a little bit more body. Just holds up really nice and strong, which I appreciate. This one's coming off just a tad thin in the moment. So I'm going to go with this guy as my winner for today. And I was correct. It is the Jack Daniel's Bonded. The Wilderness Trail, again, it's got great legs, great nose. It's got a really good taste to it. Today, it just was a little thin on my palate for what I was wanting in this moment. This one filled that, gave my palate a little bit more. And so it is going to be the one to move on. And this is interesting. I don't know how well you can see that, but after our very first matchup, which was New Riff versus E.H. Taylor, an E.H. Taylor one, after that, the one listed first, or it's always on this side, this is my 1, this is my 2, they've won every time. So we shall see if that continues in the next 2, and then as we get into the quarterfinals and semifinals. But anyway, that's what I have for you today. A lot of fun. Blinds are amazing. You should always do those. It reveals so much, especially a true blind when you don't even know what it is. But obviously, we're doing this a little bit differently just for some fun. But Jack Daniel's Bonded moves on to the next round. And until then, we'll see you next time. Cheers.